The Rubber Farmers Association of Ghana, RUFAG, has staged a demonstration in Second D, petitioning the President and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to resist calls by rubber processors and other stakeholders for a ban on the export of raw rubber. Presenting their petition through the Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, after the protest, RUFAG General Secretary Michael Nyako appealed to government to ignore what he described as pressure from Ghana Rubber Estate Limited, GREL, and other processes. ChannelOne News' Western Bureau Chief Akwesi Ejeyenim reports from Second D.
Escorted by dozens of police officers, aggrieved members of the Rubber Farmers Association of Ghana from across the country, supported by some rubber buyers, marched from Takoradi to Second D. The demonstrators carried placards with inscriptions such as "Agric Minister must listen to rubber farmers," "Don't destroy the rubber industry with your ban," "Rubber industry not for GREL," "Protect the youth rubber farmers," "Rubber farmers are not slaves to processors," and "No export, no rubber industry." In their petition, RUFAG General Secretary Michael Nyako, who presented the document to the Western Regional Minister, dismissed claims of unchecked rubber export. He insisted that exporters comply with all regulatory requirements and blamed the calls for a ban on what he described as self-serving interest of GREL and its allies.
The actors of the natural rubber industry in Ghana, especially the farmers group, while busy preparing to engage relevant institutions on the raw rubber price mechanism, has taken note of recent public statement by Ghana Rubber Estate, GREL, the Rubber Processor Association of Ghana, RUPAG, the Western Regional House of Chiefs, and the ranking member of Parliament Trade and Industrial Committee, Honorable Michael Ochibefi. These statements allege that export of rubber are unchecked and hence undermine local processing, threaten Ghana's industrialization agenda to create jobs, and allegedly cause annual losses of up to $100 million. We wish to state categorically that these claims are false, self-serving, and do not reflect the realities of Ghana's rubber industry. The so-called processors, whom we call dryers, because they are not in actual fact processing rubber in Ghana, they are pushing for an export ban. It's not about protecting national industrialization. It is a deliberate attempt to monopolize the market, suppress competition, and force farmers to sell rubber cap plums at artificially low prices.
He further questioned why these processors are not able to buy rubber farmers' produce at appropriate prices.
We want the President of Ghana, His Excellency John Mahama, to hear from us that RUFAG is not against raw rubber processing or processes. In fact, we are asking the so-called dryer company to answer this simple question. It is not a PhD question, simple question.
The Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, assured the demonstrators that their concerns will be forwarded to the appropriate authorities.
For these rubber farmers and rubber buyers, their message to government is very simple. Government must actually not allow itself to be convinced by the Ghana Rubber Estate Limited to ban the export of rubber. That for them has been actually giving them enough yield for their produce. And if government fails to adhere to their call, they will express their concerns and sentiments through the ballot box. For ChannelOne TV News, I'm Akwesi Ejeyenim, Second D.